Alrighty guys, we're back for some lowball red, and this is a Wilds of Eldraine Standard brew. We're gonna go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with a red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to ya. Also, we do got that Discord link as well as that Patreon link down in the description if you're interested in joining either of those up. Okay, what do we got packed into the build here? A whole bunch of 1-drops. Way too many 1-drops realistically, right? So we got all 4 Cacophony Scamp. We don't get to see this one too often, so I'm going to go over it. So it's a 1-mana 1/1. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. If you do, proliferate, which could come in handy. And whenever Cacophony Scamp dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Pretty underplayed 1-drop, guys, honestly. So we got all 4 Kumano faces Kakkazan. Underplayed? No, I'm just teasing. Obviously, I think this is a necessity in this build. So we have all 4 Monstrous Rage. Here's a new one. This is 1 mana, instant speed. Target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Create a monster roll token attached to it. So the monster roll is an aura. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has trample. Beautiful card, dude. It really is. Got all 4 Phoenix Chicken here. That flying is gonna come in handy. We got all 4 Play with Fires, naturally. Got all 4 Rotisserie Elemental. So this is a 1-mana 1/1 with Menace, and I think that Menace is gonna really come in handy in a deck that, you know, we are buffing up our creatures, so you never know, man. A Menace squeaks by often. So whenever Rotisserie Elemental deals combat damage to a player, you put a skewer counter on Rotisserie Elemental. Then you may sacrifice it. If you do, exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of skewer counters on Rotisserie Elemental. You may play those cards this turn. So hopefully, as the game goes on, we get a couple, like 2 to 3 of those of those skewer counters is what they're called. And then when it comes time to actually sacrifice this, we just like spam out a whole bunch of 1-drops on the same turn. You know what I mean? With all the 1-drops packed in, maybe we'll see a land off of it. We'll play the land. We'll play a couple of the 1-drops that we see with it too. Like, you never know, man. So it's going to be interesting to see how often that actually comes into play, because easier said than done, dude. Let me tell you what. We also have all 4 Gingerbrutes in here. This is a 1-mana 1/1 with haste, and for 1 mana, you can have it so that way it can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste. And again, in a build where we have ways to buff up our creatures, like with Monstrous Rage or with Blazing Crescendo, which we'll go over in a second, I think that unblockable ability is going to really come in handy. And you never know when you want to gain life off of Gingerbrute too, if you're up against like a fellow Mono Red player or something. So for 2 mana, you can tap this, sacrifice Gingerbrute. You gain 3 life. Beautiful. Okay, Blazing Crescendo is a 2 mana instant speed. Target creature gets +3/+1 until end of turn. Exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Again, with all those 1-drops, dude, just seeing cards off the top is going to be huge in a deck like this. And Feldon kind of sort of does that exact same thing. Beautiful creature. It's going to be excellent in here, man. The opponents never want to block it, and if they do, they're in trouble, man. With Feldon, though, if you do end up seeing too many cards off the top, you only get to choose one of them to play, so that is noteworthy. Got all 4 lightning strikes in here, just like obviously, I guess, right? And then the top end is actually 3 Chandra Dress to Kill. Absolutely beautiful in this style of red, where you can immediately play it down on 3 and then go +1. The top +1 adds a red source, and then you can immediately play one of your 1-drops like a Phoenix Chick or something from your hand, right? So also just the extra damage pinging through is going to be excellent. And then the second +1 ability also lets you just see more off the top as well, and you're probably going to be playing it out too. So we're not even going to look at the -7. I've never been able to pull off the -7 ever. As far as I remember, at least, it's either you're winning the game before the -7 gets there, or the opponent targets Chandra to no end. So, hey, maybe today's the day. Maybe today's the day we'll get that -7. But if it is, if today is the day, then we'll go over it in that match, right? Okay, 19 total land should be enough for this build. One of them is a Crucible of Defiance, and I didn't want any other land in here. It needs to generate a red source is what I'm getting at, because yeah, there's going to be so many turns in a row where you're going to want to do multiple red things on that same turn. So honorable mentions, guys. Thought about Exuberant Fuseling for this one. Thought about Vindictive Flamestoker for this one. Become Brutes could have been a cool addition as well. Not this time round. Any cards like Ren's Resolve could be a good addition in here too. Urabrask's Forge almost made the cut on the top end. Maybe we should like drop a Chandra and go up one Forge, but I doubt it. I think it's going to be a little bit too slow for what we're trying to do with this deck. Volt Charge, just more ways to proliferate could be cool, right? More ways to give extra skewer counters to the Rotisserie Elemental, but not this time around, huh? Also thought about Stoke the Flames too, since we are going to hopefully be spamming creatures onto the board. There's probably going to be plenty of moments where that Convoke comes in handy, but I also don't know how often we're going to want to tap down those creatures for the Stoke the Flames instead of just like swinging in with them instead, right? Because obviously with cards like Elemental's ability and stuff, we want to be hitting the opponent's face with creatures, not with cards like Stoke the Flame. But yeah, almost made the cut at least as a one of, so honorable mention for a reason, right? All right, guys, I think that's everything. Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked and see how we do. All right, guys, what am I expecting from the list? I have no idea, dude. Today's recording sessions, I've been getting destroyed, so I'm hoping for something good here. I'm hoping for a positive win rate this time round, but we'll see. Opponent goes first, okay. Keepable, yeah. I think most of the hands are probably going to be keepable in a deck like this. Okay, start with the Rotisserie Elemental. Restless Cottage over there looking cool, dude. I've been seeing a lot of Golgari recently, so I wonder if this is Golgari or if it's going to end up being a 3-color build. Golgari's cool, man, and it looks very powerful right now, so I would not doubt if it... Oh, it is. It's going to be a 3-color build, so Sultai. Mosswood Dread Knight, nice. Menace does squeeze by, luckily. Blazing Crescendo available for the turn. We have the 3 mana ready for Chandra next turn. Just spam out some 1-drops, right? Stick to the plan, I suppose. Yeah, the Menace gets by, then Scamp can come down. Decline. Yeah, we don't want to use that Elemental until we can see like 3 cards off the top with it. Worst case scenario from Sultai would be some life gain for them too, but I think that would be very possible, especially since, you know, they have food generation off the cottage. Okay, they go for the throat on the Scamp. Okay, so we'll go ahead and ping face. Looks like they are going to swing with the Dread Knight then. Oh, nope. Keeping a blocker back. Interesting. So Crucible, if they swing at Chandra, that's totally fine, isn't it? That's totally fine and dandy, dude. Go +1. Monstrous Rage, and we'll put that Monstrous Rage on the Phoenix chick here. Because if we end up sacrificing the Rotisserie Elemental, we're going to decline. Yeah, if we end up sacrificing that, we'll lose the monster roll too, so we'd rather just want to keep hitting in the air with the Phoenix chick. 4 mana from the opponent. See that Sheoldred maybe, huh? In the Golgari builds we've been seeing. Now this is Sultai, I know it's not Golgari, but the Sheoldred hits, you know, 7 turns too early. That's how Sheoldred always feels though. Being a 4-drop is silly to me. Go for the throat, yep. Okay. Doing it at... They're doing it on their turn. Which I'm wondering why. There's got to be some reason that they're doing it on their turn, right? Blazing Crescendo. So I'm hoping that this hits, but it could be a 3rd go for the throat. Nice, okay. So we found a mountain. So we could go Blazing Crescendo number 2. But I mean, we also already had that off the Chandra as well. Blazing Crescendo number 2. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep that mountain open over there. Blazing Crescendo number 2, see if we find a 1-drop. There we go. That's good. That's good. Extra damage for days, dude. 7 swinging through. And the menace on this is still really good until they get that other creature down. So we decline. Because we ended up finding a lot to play off the top off the Crescendos. But that could have potentially been a great turn to sacrifice this if it wasn't a Crescendo turn, right? So they definitely need to find some life gain here because the Lightning Strike just ends up wrapping this up. And we are just going to start with that Lightning Strike. Yeah, there it is. GG, opponent, GG. Everything they were seeing was just a little bit too slow for what we were doing in this particular build. And there was a lot of different ways for us to just plug that extra damage through, man. And yeah, again, if we didn't end up seeing the Blazing Crescendos to see more off the top, like Chandra could have helped us find more off the top. And yeah, sacrificing the Elemental too. Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, we had the top +1 on this Chandra as well. Then we could have played to the other Chandra too, went +1 again, so that would have been a lot of extra damage too. So that worked out. That was exactly what we were trying to do, man. Great first game. Terrific first game, actually. Now, if the opponent did end up finding that Shieldred on turn 4, I think we would have been slowed down, but we still could have squeezed by that Shieldred by getting rid of that Dread Knight too, but then they would have had the adventure side, would have been able to draw, gain a little bit of life there too, so... that depends, yeah, a Shieldred, they would still be in they'd still be in that game, I think. I'm not 100% sure if we had enough damage there to get around a few turns of life gain, but honestly, probably. Opponent goes first. This hand's a little bit slower, which is really funny. That's really funny to say because it looks like a fast hand, but like for now, we want to avoid playing Crucible just in case we somehow flood out with our 19 land, right? Start with Gingerbrute. Because if they play something on the ground here... Oh! Is it going to be something already? I guess yeah, play with fire exists, so... I'd say, depending on what they're trying to do, play with fire to face, right? If they think they can outpace whatever we are rocking over here. Nothing. Holding back for the turn. Oh. Reckless Impulse. Oh. Okay. This might be one of those exile decks. Like, what's the card name? Like Rocco? Right? I think Rocco. It might be, based on the Ren's Resolve and the Reckless Impulse over here. But yeah, playing the Bivouac means they still only have 2, and then they can go Ren's Resolve. Which is pretty slow, but we're not dealing a lot of damage right now, so... Okay, play with fire. This is worth playing as a land then. Still have 2 open, so they probably plan on removal, right? Okay, down to 13. We have 5 damage in hand. And a land off the top would be disgusting, dude, because then we could double down on Lightning Strike. Really? Opponent's out of here, dude. All right. Well, I think that was looking relatively good for us. Just based on all the burn we had in hand, man. So if we view Battlefield here, right? So we had the 3 here. If they didn't remove anything, that would bring them down to 10. But on their turn, we were going to do a couple and then get that scry, maybe find that 4th land that I said would be so gross. We had the Lightning Strike for another 3 as well, and if we did end up finding that land, then doubling down on Lightning Strike on our next turn as well. So, yeah, a lot of burn packed into that hand. It ended up working out nicely. It's too bad the opponent didn't end up seeing anything else, I don't think, right? It very well could have been that Rocco build, though, if that's the card name that I'm thinking of. It's the card that likes it when you exile or play stuff from exile. And there's one that generates Thopters too, which is really cool. Alright, opponent, what you bringing to the table, buddy? Okay, yeah, we'll give this a shot. Seems relatively decent, dude. Actually gonna have a slow start here since we have Crescendo. So we're gonna go Scamp first and then swing with Feldon next turn. Yeah, so far so good. The deck seems to be operating well enough. That might be a good trade for us. Gingerbrute. Double down on Gingerbrutes. It's Feldon. If they block Scamp, we'll still get the 1 damage through. But they also just might not want to because they might have like bargain cards in hand. We've been seeing a lot of mono black bargain. So they very well just might take the 3 here. Nice. Keeping Scamp alive is huge because, yeah, dropping Blazing Crescendo or 2 Blazing Crescendos when it comes time, right? Could be absolutely disgusting on Scamp. Candy. Rite of Oblivion, actually. Oh, I completely forgot about that card. Swinging for 3. Chandra. Alright, we're just going doubling down on the Gingerbrutes here. Chandra's a good draw. A couple turns to like see land is totally fine. Fine. Yeah, dude, Rite of Oblivion. So, Orzhov bargain, potentially. Oh! Ariette of the Charmed Apple. This card is super scary, dude. Luckily, they don't have... Luckily, they don't have any auras on the board right now. Alright, full swing. I think they actually just take this. They don't want to get combat tricked and lose their life gain. Oh. That's not bad for us. Combat trick it is, huh? Let's see if we see that land off the top, too. Ah, Blazing Crescendo. Okay, that's fine. Where do I want to plug this? Face? Probably face. I think so. I think it's face. Yeah, if we see land next turn, that Blazing Crescendo gets a little bit better. Sheoldred. Okay, can we keep up pace with that Sheoldred? I don't know. It depends what we see off the top here. Let's see it. Land, okay. That's good. So we could go... We could go Chandra +1. They're down to 7. Play our Scamp from the hand. We don't have a great swing then. We go Blazing Crescendo over here. And then just make like Gingerbrute unblockable. We still have Scamp to play for the turn and then Crescendo next turn as well. So let's see what we see off the top, and I shouldn't have played the land yet, because yeah, we could find a land, but that's fine. Because Crescendo says until the end of your next turn, so. Alright, we're gonna skip the Scamp, make this unblockable, dude. Because we're almost there. Opponent's down to 4, back up to 6. Come on, guys, we can totally get there. Especially with some burn off the top, too. Hopefully they don't end up drawing too much here. Yeah, we got lucky them not gaining anything off that area. This card can be nasty, dude. Oh, Spellbook Vendor. Nice. Nice. Let some scry, right? It's the sorcery or sorcerer roll. Oh, Regal Bunnycorn. Luckily, none of those have haste, so our Gingerbrutes have a chance of slipping through. They're going to hold the Sheoldred back as a blocker. They're thinking, can we outpace this? And I think the answer is yes. If we don't see burn off the top. Yes, yeah. So they force a block here because we can't take 7. We'll take 9 after the draw. So we only have our 1 Gingerbrute. Monster roll would be good off the top. Actually, anything that buffs the Gingerbrute would be good. Resolve. My bad, opponent. 1, 2. We have 5 damage if we go Chandra. They're down to 5. We go +1 on the Chandra. We have the Crucible as a land. We have 2 for Crescendo, but then we don't have enough to actually make this unblockable. I am thinking, buddy. Let's go Blazing Crescendo, see what we see. There's a lot we could see. Oh no. Oh no. So if we go land, that's until next turn, so we can play that as a land. And we have 2 of these. Oh, Shieldred, why? Why Shieldred? Yeah, I think the Shieldred life gain was enough this game. And that's kind of what I meant when we went up against that Sultai list, right? Had they seen their Shieldred, it probably would have been a different game. Yep, back up to 4. Wow, you know what, though? This deck is really performing. I like the 3 of Blazing Crescendo so far. Drop them that GG's. And they could plug that anywhere. And that actually buffs the Bunnycorn too, because Bunnycorn is just permanence, which is awesome. They get that Scry as well, don't they? Yeah, whenever it attacks. And we end up chumping the Bunnycorn. Yeah. I wonder if there's a different order to play that stuff out too, right? Maybe, maybe. We really plugged damage in. It came down to just a couple turns of life gain from the Shieldred, unfortunately. Actually, it came down to just 1 turn of life gain, right? Because we got him down to 2. So 1 extra turn with that Shieldred, or maybe it was multiple turns, and I'm just not thinking right now. We're only 21 minutes in, dude. We're going to keep going. These matches have been fast, and the deck feels pretty clean so far. Any red deck like this that, like, just ripping cards off the top and being able to just spam them out onto the board is kind of nasty, man. Good hand, right? Start with the Menace. Since we went first, we're gonna take it slow, dude. Get that Rotisserie Elemental onto this board. Hopeful Initiate. Nice. Going for the swing. I don't think Initiate is worth burning right now. Okie dokies, decline. The triple Gingerbrute's a little silly. Coppercoat Vanguard. Yeah, the ward is a problem, but still have quite a successful swing here, I would say. We go Gingerbrute. If we go Gingerbrute, play with fire the Coppercoat. That's probably the best case scenario, right? 5 damage coming through. Wow, GG opponent. I'll take the victory, man, but I think that could have gone either way. Still had 5 cards in hand. We don't know what those cards were, though. It could have just been sitting on 5 lands or something. Yeah, no, we were going to start just powering through with these Gingerbrutes, but also you never know when you're up against humans how much life gain they actually have in the build. Life gain can be absolutely terrifying for something like this when it literally comes down to that last point of damage often, I would say. Let's keep on rolling, dude. 23 minutes in. I don't even know how many games we played. Like 4 games already, maybe? My goodness, man. There we go. We found the next opponent. Had to get a drink of my coffee real quick. Refuel myself. Okay, 3 in the opener. I don't mind this hand. Also, I don't think we want to go down to like 18 land. Like, there are so many instances where we want to do multiple things on the same turn, and getting the 3rd mana is probably a lot more important than you would expect for a deck that runs way too many 1-drops, right? So, yep, I think the 19 land should work. Hopefully we don't end up flooding out this game with the, yeah, 3 in the opener. We probably want 2 in the opener more often than not, right? Rotisserie Elemental. Let's see if that Menace comes into play again this game. Because it's been doing great, huh? That Menace. Evolve Sleeper. Get that swing on in. No blocks. Okay. Cut down. Okay, cut down. That doesn't hit the Feldon, which is great news, man. Double down on 1s or just go Feldon. It's Feldon. Okay, and then next turn we can get like a 1 and a 2 down or something. Feldon, no! Take cover! Okay, they still have a swamp open. Could be cut down number 3. I doubt it though, but you never know. Gingerbrute gets around Go for the Throats in a build like this, which is nice. Blazing Crescendo, I think we're going to keep the Lightning Strike open, though. Start with Gingerbrute, see what happens. Get the Rotisserie Elemental ready. No, keep the Lightning Strike, right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep Lightning Strike available. Because if they power up Sleeper, then the Lightning Strike on top of that is much, much better. Huh. It might actually be cut down number 3, although I think the Sleeper's ability is what's holding this open now. It was kind of like the way they were playing that out there, that it felt like they were deciding on whether or not Gingerbrute survived for the turn. So it might be. Can I guess we should wait, right, to see what else they end up playing here. They're debating, is it worth attempting the buff? They decide it is not. Okay. I'm gonna just take the 2. We're not gonna worry about that Sleeper. Because a 3-drop would be better to pick up with Lightning Strike, but also... Alright, we're just gonna go Lightning Strike their face. Get as much damage through as possible here, huh? Phyrexian Arena will start doing damage to them as well, so that's good news. Blazing Crescendo, let's see what we see on the top. Extra damage, land, don't mind that. Lightning Strike could be open again. Going down to 10, going down to 9, and I guess we just keep the Lightning Strike? No. This turn, we actually have the Play with Fire, so we go Elemental, and then have the Play with Fire open. And then when we hit face with Play with Fire, then we get the Scry as well, so... And we're gonna do our dandiest to hit face as much as possible here. Go for the throw on the Elemental. At least it's not Sheoldred for the turn, dude. That would have been awful if it was. No, Gingerbrute. Oh no, cut down number 3. Alright. We're probably just gonna hit the opponent's face here then. That is 4 pieces of spot removal, all hitting their mark, unfortunately. But I think we can get there. I do. We got enough burn and everything we need, so... I guess the opponent's deciding, are we going to get hit in the face by a hasty creature next turn? Or are we going to be able to swing here, right? So... Yeah, dude. These games have been blazing fast so far, which is awesome. Okay, it looks like they're gonna pass. No, they are gonna get that swing. And we're just gonna go face. Everything to face, dude. Everything to face. Land off the top would be really bad, so we scry that away for sure. And then I guess any burn would be good. Like another Lightning Strike would be insane, right? We just double down on Lightning Strike. Nope, land, get out of here. Oh, that's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good. We're gonna go plus and we're just gonna hit Lightning Strike to face. We're doing our best, man. Much damage as possible here. Yes, Chandra was excellent. Down to 3, Phyrexian Arena, bringing them down to 2. Can we get there? Come on, guys, come on. So again, yeah, Sheoldred would still be absolutely terrifying, especially if we end up just seeing, like, land off the top. Then our +1 won't get there because of the life gain on Sheoldred. Soul Transfer, Chandra's gone. We are down to just the top decks, guys. They're gonna go ahead and buff up that Sleeper. Are they gonna risk a hasty creature off the top? They are gonna risk it. Monstrous Rage doesn't do a thing for us, man. Opponent is going down to 1. That removal for the Planeswalker was huge for them, man. 5 pieces of spot removal in the opponent's grave right now. Scary stuff, dude. Scary, scary stuff. All right. Is it gonna be shielded now? The opponent has 6 mana, dude. Tenacious Underdog. Aw, they have lethal on the board, but can they get around their own Phyrexian Arena? Oh, GG opponent, GG. That's the way to concede, buddy. That's the way to do it. They didn't have life gain, thank goodness, right? Because there is a possibility where we also just found nothing off the top again there, so... Guys, I'm loving how this deck is playing out, dude. Holy cow, man. I mean, what's more fun than just, like, just way too many one-drops? I can't think of anything, can you guys? It also feels great to actually get some victories in after the last 2 videos, just getting absolutely obliterated, so... It definitely feels nice to get some victories. I don't know what the win rate is today, but it feels like we're doing great. So even if we're not winning that much, as long as we're feeling like we're winning, right? As long as we're having fun, we go first. Good hand. I'd say these hands have just been terrific, dude. I want to see the Rotisserie Elemental's ability do something. Outside of the bottom ability, the Menace has been terrific, man. Play with Fire, Open, or Scamp. It's probably Scamp. Get as many creatures down as possible. And then since we have like Monstrous Rage and everything too, like that level of extra damage can be just incredible. Ramble Familiar, coming down to block, buddy. Chandra. Okay, Chandra. We could just take the Familiar out of the equation. But I'd rather get a benefit off the Scamp this turn if they end up blocking. Because we'll get 2/3 with the Trample. Wow. Wow. I think we're taking that action, guys. As much as okay, first of all, proliferate, right? Submit 2. And then 4 damage to their face. Down to 7. Decline. If Rotisserie Elemental hits through next turn, I'll pack Piper. Dude, nice. So another land tells me we should go exile top, see what we see. Aw, land.
Come on, Chandra.
That's not great. So, Rotisserie Elemental. We're gonna activate this, take action, see the top 4, and see if we find burn. Kumano. Feldon. Monstrous Rage. Wow. We keep the Play with Fire for next turn, I suppose, and we'll go Monstrous Rage on the Phoenix chick, right? Feldon can't block, unfortunately, but... Did I end up playing a land? I should have waited to play a land till after I sacrificed the Rotisserie Elemental. That was sick, dude, and there was a good chance of just finding enough burn to end the opponent there. Oh, Titan of Industry pulls them back into this game easily, dude. I don't know how we're gonna do 9 damage, but we're in trouble. We are in some serious trouble now, dude. Oh, buddy, I should have taken out the Halpack Piper. I wasn't even thinking, dude. We knew that they could cheat something huge onto the board, but Titan of Industry, that just completely went over my head. We're in trouble, man. We're in a lot of trouble here. We have 2 in the air. Nothing off the Feldon. Well, we could see stuff off the Feldon. Atali. Oh, Blazing Crescendo. Holy cow, dude. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3. We get something off the Feldon. It would be better to go plus now, right? Right? No, it wouldn't be. It would be better to go Blazing Crescendo now and see what we see off the top. 5 Mountain. And save the plus on the Chandra. We have 5 in the air. Down to 4. We full swing. They block. We see what we see with the Feldon too. This could be spot removal is the thing, right? It could easily be go for the throat on the Phoenix chick. Titan of Industry. I just snapped my fingers. If you guys heard that, I snapped my fingers because of the realization that Titan of Industry has reach, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, we could take out the Titan, but we just go face, guys. Yeah, with the reach on the Titan. Oh man, what a cool build opponent. Oh, Scamp isn't bad, honestly. Scamp isn't bad. I'm gonna send it though. I think just finding more burn is a little bit better, and we're gonna try to find that burn off the Feldon too. Yeah, dude, I thought for a second we actually had a terrific chance. Oh, and they can prevent the damage off the Feldon. Dude, I wasn't even thinking twice about any of that, man. So let's see what we see with the Chandra then. Lightning Strike. Oh, nice. Now we take out the Titan. We could hit face too, but we need to get rid of that creature, right? So the scry worked out. Everything worked out a little bit well there, but now they just go Howl Pack, get the Atali. Dude, really, really cool deck from the opponent. I could have played this one out so much better. The first thing we had to do was target that Piper instead of just targeting face. I had tunnel vision just directed at the opponent's face, and that Piper should have died to burn early on, man. Titan of Industry, man. Where is this card? Why is it so underplayed right now? It used to not be underplayed, but then like the meta took like a turn for like just the power level of the meta just ramped through the roof. And then we stopped seeing Titan of Industry for a little while, but like, I'll tell you what, in a deck like this or something, I could easily see. Are they gonna swing at that Chandra so we don't get the -7? I can only imagine it's swing at Chandra so we don't get the -7. Yeah. One day, Chandra, one day we will drop that -7 on ya, and it'll be a glorious day. I can't believe we're even considering the fact that we're still in this. We still have the plus on Chandra. Kumano's good. They have a block here. They probably just take it, though. Full swing isn't the greatest either, I guess. Right? So we go Feldon. I'm pretty sure this is the opponent's, but, like, if we see something terrific off of this Feldon block, Bramble's out. Land! Ew. Yeah, it's gross. Alright, at that point, we see what we see off the exile with Chandra, then. Wow, play with fire. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we learn from our mistakes and take out the Alpac Piper. Turn target creature. I guess they're going to start taking... they're going to take the Titan of Industry out of the grave here, too, so... Okay, I guess it's like Howlpack. I don't even know at this point, right? We're in too far over our heads. We're too far into the game for a deck like this to actually pull something off. Like, if Titan of Industry didn't have reach, then that Phoenix chick probably was about to wrap up that game, so... Here comes Titan. Just like massive props to the opponent for putting together a really cool, really solid looking junglist, man. Take out an enchantment. Oh, we should have swung with that anyways then. There's a chance that they blocked with the Geth, and then we could have actually targeted that too, so... Charming Scoundrel. They can successfully take care of Chandra now. And yeah, the opponent's back up at 11 too. With just a lonely Feldon, there's not a lot we can do here. Kumano's about to flip next turn. Play with fire. Okay. Oh no, Kumano's not about to flip. Kumano's on the, Ooh, letting us see the top 6 cards. I wonder what we could see here, dude. Lightning Strike. Gingerbrute. Okay, it's Lightning Strike. And it's just like GG opponent. Like, we could double down on a creature on the board, but we're just going, man. We're going. Cacophony Scamp would have been good this whole game, probably, but we sent 2 of them. Good game. Wait, make sure they have lethal. Yes, they do. Right? Yes, they have 18 on the board. Good game, buddy. Get that awesome swing in. You know what I feel like doing for this one? The Chandra. the Chandra emote, right? They ended up gaining, what, 10 life off of Titan and that epic block in the sky. So where could we have plugged the Blazing Crescendo instead of the Phoenix Chick? I guess on the Feldon, but then they would have just let the Phoenix Chick go through in the air anyways. Would have been extra damage, though. Or we could have saved the Blazing... No, they still would have blocked the Phoenix Chick. If we would have, like, full swung, saved the Crescendo in hand for a turn, they would have blocked it in the air, so it's not like we would have been able to cheese through any damage. I don't know. Yeah, a different order. Just taking out that Howlpack Piper early on would have been the best case scenario. Let's see, we've been doing pretty good all evening here. Let's give it a shot. 1 mana. Can we do this, huh? Oh, buddy. Up against the mirror match. Okay, we found our second mana anyways. And I call it the mirror match, but these are probably very different versions of Mono Red, I can only imagine. Alright, we'll take the damage. We have a chance to outpace even though we didn't go first here. And the reason we have a chance to outpace is probably those Monstrous Rages, dude. Decline, first of all. Monstrous Rage, only 1 roll token, so if we go the second one, it only buffs for 2 for a little bit. Going face, man. A Play with Fire on that Feldon or the Scamp isn't the greatest. They'd rather go face, right? So we're at 11. Do we die next turn if we go all in? Maybe. Let's go swing. See what happens here. Monstrous Rage on the Scamp. See what happens. Play with Fire. Okay. So Play with Fire gets around. We ping the Phoenix Chick. If we go Monstrous Rage number 2, Play with Fire still hits the Scamp, but we'll be able to do extra damage. I think we just take the moment, ping the Phoenix Chick, and then have 3 available to take out the Swift Spear. Actually, we might want to do this on our turn, and I'm okay with that. Like, sure, we could attempt to Play with Fire on their turn, but when they could easily get that Swift Spear to 4 toughness, just feels a little better to take that out now. Crucible Defiance still plugging some damage through. Rotisserie Elemental, not bad. I think we actually are going to keep our Crucible back. Feldon can't block, so we swing. Elemental comes down. Play with Fire open. And Monstrous Rage, for that matter. But we obviously want to put, like, that Rage on the Elemental. Probably face, right? 2 damage to face. Yeah. Scary business, man. Going down to 5 here. That last card in hand could also be like a lightning strike or something. And I'm going to keep the Elemental on the board. Actually, Monstrous Rage we could block. Is that worth it? I guess we're on the run. And so trying to save our card is probably better. We could also Play with Fire the other 1/1 too. Oh no! Oh no, they got the lightning strike instead of hitting our face. We lost a card. We stopped there. I think we're gonna go for the Scry on the Play with Fire, unfortunately, guys, and just take the 1 damage over there. Lightning strike. Alright, I think we keep that. That way we can keep it open for anything that they have to play next turn. Go for the swing, down to 9. Just in case they find like a Raiju off the top or something. Feldon is really bad, dude. Oh, Crucible's open because Feldon's legendary. Oh, okay. Oh no, Phoenix Chick. Oh no. Oh no, guys. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Block, block, take 4 down to 2. We chomp into down to 1. Down to 1. Let's do this. All right. Oh, land off the top, guys. Land off the top. I don't know what it could have been to have us successfully be able to plug the damage through, but there could have possibly been a route here. Maybe like Blazing Crescendo. Blazing Crescendo, see a mountain. Good game, opponent, very good. Yeah, Blazing Crescendo, see a mountain, play mountain, lightning strike. That would have been 9 damage, huh? It's insane. That's wild to think about, huh? Wow. I think that would have been the line of play. But we already played one of our Crescendos earlier, didn't we? No, we didn't. Yeah, we still had 3 in the deck. Losing both Monstrous Rages to spot removal was pretty rough, man. If we would have landed at least one of those targets, I think we would have been favored there, right? So it could have come down to me just playing it in a different order, but also then those burn spells would have just hit our face instead, so I don't know, man. I don't know, it depends. All right, guys, here's the deck list again. Lowball Red. Yes, I like it, dude. I like it a lot. Rotisserie Elemental. I would play this deck for fun. Obviously, I'm a mono red player, dude. I'm a red player in general, so I'm gonna enjoy a deck like this. Rotisserie Elemental was actually solid. I love the Menace. The Menace works. The Menace works well with cards like Monstrous Rage and Blazing Crescendo, which happen to work well with other evasion cards like Phoenix Chick with the flying and stuff too, right? Or other invasion cards where we can give the potential unblockable to like the Gingerbrute. The burn spells were obviously terrific. Kumano is excellent. Cacophony Scamp can do so much extra damage to the opponent's face, it's ridiculous. And again, that works well with like Crescendo, Monstrous Rage. Chandra feels criminally underplayed in mono red for some reason. Like the mono red lists don't really run Chandra. Is it because they think that she's too slow? I don't know. Is it because they don't play enough 1-drops? Probably not. Totally worth the 3 of. Loved it in here. And Feldon, same concept, dude. Why did I rearrange the deck like this? I have no idea, man. 19 land felt like a sweet spot. I wouldn't drop any, wouldn't go up any. If anything, more testing's required to make sure we're not flooding or anything like that, right? So, yep. Excellent. I liked it, dude. I wouldn't even call it jank. I think this is totally a way to put together mono red and have a good time with it, so. All right, guys. Hey, if you made it this far into the video for real, y'all are champions. I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.